Right now, in this exact moment, someone is thinking about you. Not casually. Not in the passing way that people drift through your mind and drift out again. I mean, they are actually genuinely deeply thinking about you. They saw something today, something completely ordinary, and it made them think of you instantly. They heard a song and their mind went straight to you. They are moving through their day, doing normal things, living their normal life, and underneath all of it, running like a current they cannot turn off, is you. And I need you to understand something before we go any further, because this is the part that changes everything. They are not going to recover from you. Not from what has already happened. Not from what is about to happen. Not after that first moment of real closeness between you confirms everything they have been feeling and refusing to say out loud. And the reason I need you to hear that clearly right now at the beginning is because most people in your position have no idea how deeply they have already gotten inside someone else. You are sitting here wondering, questioning, maybe doubting. And on the other side of that silence, someone is consumed by you in ways you cannot fully see yet. So let us talk about what is actually happening. Let us talk about all of it. Because you deserve to understand the full picture, there is something alive between you and this person. Something that did not announce itself loudly or arrive with obvious fanfare. It built quietly under the surface in the spaces between ordinary interactions. You have felt it, have you not? Those moments where they hold eye contact just slightly longer than necessary. That specific energy when you are near each other that is different from how it feels with anyone else. That unspoken thing that neither of you has named yet, but that both of you are absolutely aware of. It has been growing. It has been gathering weight and intensity and meaning over time. And here is what you probably do not know about what that feels like on their side. They feel it just as powerfully as you do. Maybe more. Because what is happening inside them right now as that feeling keeps building is not just excitement. It is something much more complicated than that. It is something that is thrilling and terrifying in equal measure. And the terror is not because they do not care about you. It is because of exactly how much they do. Here is the truth about where they are emotionally right now. They know, somewhere deep in their understanding of themselves, that one real step toward you changes everything permanently. They are aware, with the kind of clarity that comes from genuinely paying attention to their own feelings, that if they let you in, if they stop holding back and actually show you how much you matter to them, there is no going back to the way things were. There is no returning to the comfortable distance they have been maintaining. There is no pretending anymore that this is something casual or manageable or easily contained. And that awareness, that knowledge that you are the kind of thing that cannot be undone once it begins, is sitting heavily in them right now. It is why they have been holding back thoughts they want to share with you. It is why they pull back sometimes just when things feel like they are getting real. It is not indifference. It is the exact opposite of indifference. It is someone standing at the edge of something enormous, looking down, knowing that the jump is going to change their entire life, and trying to gather everything they have before they take that step. Think about what that internal experience actually feels like. They go back and forth inside their own head every single day. Every day. One moment they are completely convinced that they should just break the silence. Just say it. Just close the distance and tell you how they feel and stop letting fear run the whole thing. They play it out in their mind, what they would say, how you might respond, what it would feel like to finally just be honest. And then the next moment, the fear comes rushing back in. What if they have been reading this wrong? What if they say it and you do not feel the same way? What if they ruin the dynamic between you by making it into something you did not want it to become? What if they are not ready for the weight of what comes after? Those two realities are living inside them simultaneously every single day. The pull toward you and the fear of what fully surrendering to that pull actually means. And what makes it so intense is that they know something specific about you that makes this feel different from anything they have felt before. They know you are not someone you can casually like. You are not someone you can keep at a comfortable surface level distance and still feel okay about it. You want something real. You require honesty. You deserve loyalty. You need emotional safety that is genuine and consistent. And they feel all of that about you, which means they also know that if they come toward you, they cannot come confused. They cannot come half-hearted. They cannot come still protecting themselves with one foot out the door. They have to come with clarity. And getting to that clarity is what they are working on right now, even when it looks from the outside like nothing is happening. What is wild, and what I want you to really take in, is that they may not even fully understand how much you have already changed them. You are not just someone they are attracted to. You have already started shifting something fundamental inside them. Something about your energy has been working on them in ways that go deeper than they expected. Maybe they have been hurt before. Maybe previous relationships taught them that getting close means getting hurt. That opening up means giving someone the ammunition to damage you. That love, real love, is just another name for vulnerability, and vulnerability has never felt safe to them. So they built walls. They learned the art of keeping things light. They became skilled at leaving before things got too deep, at staying in the shallow end, where it is easier to manage your own feelings and easier to leave without bleeding. They told themselves they did not need the kind of depth that real intimacy requires. They convinced themselves that temporary was fine. That temporary was actually preferable. That temporary felt safe. And then you showed up, and you did not do what they expected. You did not chase them desperately in ways that made them feel cornered. You did not try to convince them or pressure them or perform for their approval. You did not arrive with an agenda that they could feel underneath every interaction. You simply existed. You were just yourself, completely and consistently, and that got them in a way that nothing calculated ever could have. Because you brought them something they had stopped expecting to find. You made them feel comfortable without demanding anything in return for that comfort. You made them feel understood without interrogating them. You made them feel seen without judging what you saw. You gave them permission, quietly and without making a production of it, to just be themselves. And something inside them cracked open because of that. Because actual safety, the kind where you can breathe, where you do not have to perform constantly, where you can let your walls down without immediately regretting it, is something they had not felt in a long time. Maybe ever. And it came from you. It came from just the ordinary, consistent reality of being around you. That is why they cannot forget you even when they try. Even when they tell themselves they are going to stop thinking about you so much, even when they attempt to create distance in their own mind, your energy stays with them. There is this pull that they feel toward you that is not like ordinary attraction, the kind that flares up and fades. This is something deeper, something that feels almost like recognition, like some part of them knows some part of you in a way that does not entirely make logical sense, but feels absolutely, completely true. Like their whole system relaxes slightly when you are around in a way that it does not around anyone else. Like something in them stops bracing and starts breathing when you are near. And that feeling, that specific and unmistakable feeling, is exactly what they are sitting with right now. Trying to understand it, trying to decide what to do with it, trying to figure out if they are ready for what it means. And then there is the moment everything changes completely. The first real kiss. I want to talk about this carefully because I think most people underestimate what this moment actually is on a neurological and emotional level. Before that moment, everything they have been feeling has existed in the realm of possibility. It has been real, deeply real, but it has also been theoretical in the sense that it has not been fully confirmed. They could still, with effort, maintain some mental distance. They could still tell themselves it might not be quite what they think it is. They could still protect themselves with uncertainty. But the moment that changes, the moment of real physical closeness, where the reality of being near you becomes undeniable and immediate, something fundamental rewires inside them. It is not a small shift. It is not a little spark. It is a complete transformation in their nervous system in a matter of seconds. Their body recognizes you. The energy between you merges with something inside them, and it is so much more intense than they had prepared for, even though they thought they had prepared. Every wall they had left standing comes down at once. Every thought about protecting themselves disappears. And for the first time, they are not thinking about what could go wrong. They are not calculating risk. They are not managing their own feelings from a careful distance. They are just there, completely present, thinking this is real, this is actually happening, and I never want to feel anything else. It is like waking up from a long sleep and realizing you have been moving through life but not really living it. And this exact moment is the first time everything feels fully awake and fully alive. That kiss is not the beginning of their feelings. Those were already there, already deep, already running strong underneath everything. That kiss is the confirmation. It is the proof that what they have been sensing, what they have been afraid to fully believe, is real and mutual and happening. And after that confirmation, something shifts in how they move through their days. They are living in two realities simultaneously. The one where they are going about their life, doing what needs to be done, being present for the people and responsibilities around them. And the one where they are completely and utterly consumed by you. Their friends might be talking to them, and they are not hearing a word because their mental space is entirely occupied by memories of you, the way you looked in a specific moment. the feeling of your energy when you were close, the electricity of that first real closeness playing on repeat in their mind, like a song they keep returning to because it makes them feel something they do not want to stop feeling. Their phone is sitting there and they are thinking about texting you. They are creating reasons to be in places where they might run into you. They are looking at your photos not in a way that feels unhealthy to them, but in a way that feels necessary, like they just need to see your face, need to remind themselves that you are real, need to feel that thread of connection even when you are not physically there. And this is a person, remember, who spent years running from exactly this, who built their whole emotional strategy around staying in the shallow end, who had convinced themselves that this level of feeling was something they did not need and could not afford. That person is now unable to think about anything else. They cannot imagine you being with someone else. The thought of it produces something physical in their chest, something uncomfortable and urgent that the word uncomfortable does not even come close to capturing. Terrified is closer, because they know now, with the certainty that real feeling brings, that you are their person. Not in a possessive or controlling way, in a recognition way. The way you recognize something that your whole system has been waiting for without consciously knowing it was waiting. Their soul found what it was looking for and it knows it. What is happening inside them now is that they are starting to see you in a completely different category from everyone else in their life. You are not just someone they enjoy spending time with. You are becoming the person who changed them. You are the person who made them question every belief they had carefully constructed about love and what it costs and whether it is worth the risk. You are the person who made them want something they spent years running from. You are waking up a part of them that had been sleeping for a long time. A part that wants real love. A part that wants genuine closeness. A part that wants to choose someone and be chosen back and stay. A part that is finally truly tired of running. And they are not treating this casually anymore. The way they think about you has changed. The way they prioritize time with you has changed. You are someone they want to build with. You are someone they want to protect. You are someone they see as different from everyone they have ever known before you. And here is what they are realizing as all of this lands inside them. They are realizing that being with you does not feel like what they feared love would feel like. It does not feel like a cage. It does not feel like something that will make them weak or dependent or exposed in ways they cannot recover from. It feels like the opposite of all of that. It feels like freedom, like peace, like being genuinely understood for possibly the first time, like coming home to a place you did not know you had been missing until you arrived. And that realization, that single shift in understanding that love does not have to mean loss of self, that vulnerability does not have to end in destruction, that choosing someone can feel like expansion rather than constriction, that realization is changing their entire trajectory. They are not the same person they were before you. They are becoming someone new, someone who knows what they want, someone who is not afraid to fight for it. Now I want to speak to something that might be sitting in you as you hear all of this. Because sometimes when someone we care about has been quiet, when the distance has been present even though the feeling is real, it can start to feel like rejection. It can start to feel like maybe you are wrong about what is between you. Like maybe they do not feel it as deeply as you do. Like maybe the silence means something you do not want it to mean. And I want to address that directly because it matters. Their pause is not rejection. Their careful distance is not absence of feeling. It is preparation. They are in there, working through things that need to be worked through, closing chapters that need to be closed, facing fears that they know they need to face before they can show up for you the way you deserve to be shown up for. They do not want to bring confusion into your life. They do not want to arrive at your door still carrying chaos and unresolved things that would create problems between you. They are trying to become someone worthy of what they want to offer you. And I want you to have respect for that. Because it takes genuine courage and genuine care to hold yourself back from something you desperately want because you want to get it right. When they finally come to you, and they will come to you, it is not going to feel random. It is not going to feel sudden or out of nowhere. It is going to feel like something that has been building for exactly as long as it needed to build. It is going to feel inevitable. Like there was never really any other direction this was going to go. Like all the waiting and the careful distance and the back and forth was just the process of two people finding their way to the moment that was always waiting for them. Their voice might carry something different when they finally speak to you about all of this. Something more open, more unguarded, more honestly themselves than you have seen before. Their actions are going to feel more intentional, more deliberate, more like someone who has made a real decision and is standing fully inside it. They are not going to come to you with uncertainty anymore. They are going to come with purpose, They are going to want you to understand that everything they held back was not because they did not care. It was because they cared so much they needed to be ready. You might not realize this yet, sitting where you are right now, but you have already changed this person. You have already made them braver than they were before you. Every time they think about you, every time they remember what it felt like to be near you, they get a little more certain, a little more sure, a little closer to being completely, fully ready to choose you. Not just in moments, not just when it feels safe, for real, in a way that does not have a back door, in a way that they are going to protect and invest in and show up for consistently, because you showed them that this is what they actually want. You showed them that the thing they spent years running from is the thing that was always going to make them feel most alive. So here is what I want to leave you with. Do not mistake the silence for nothing. Do not let the distance make you doubt what you have already felt. Do not let the waiting convince you that you were wrong about what is real between you. You are already in their life in a way that they cannot undo and would not want to. Your energy is already imprinted on them. Your presence is already living in them in places that do not empty out just because you are not physically there. They are thinking about you right now. They are becoming ready for you right now. They are closing the gap between where they are and where they need to be, so that when they come to you, they can come completely. And when that happens, it is going to feel like everything it was always supposed to be. Not perfect, not without difficulty or growth or the real work that love requires, but real, honest, lasting, built on a foundation of genuine feeling that went through fire before it was spoken and came out stronger for it. That is what is coming. That is what you have already started, just by being exactly who you are. And they are never, not ever going to recover from that. Not really. Not completely. And the beautiful truth is that they do not want to.